Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's time to make some soap. So today we're going to be going to the beach, so pack your bags. Unless you already live at the beach, of course, like Lisa. Anyway, this is going to be a really involved project. I've watched a few people do it, several people, and kind of putting my own spin on several of them. One of the ones I'm really basing it on the most is one I saw just recently that Brambleberry did to promote their new Oasis collection. I don't have any of that fragrance, although I do think I'll buy it the next time I'll buy some. I'm using Brambleberry's colors and a lot of Brambleberry's oils. So I'm doing their basic premise, but I'm putting my own spin on it. So it's going to be really involved. I'm going to be doing it layer by layer. So I'm just going to kind of take you along as I go. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I go along the process. And I'm soaping at about 80 degrees Fahrenheit because I want to keep this really slow, because I'm going to be doing several layers and I'm going to try to keep this as fluid as possible. So I want just right now the very, very most basic emulsification. And that's all I'm going to do to get started. So the bottom layer is obviously going to be the sand, and I'm going to pour off about 500 milliliters of soap batter, which is roughly half of this container. I can't see because I don't have my glasses on, but I think that's about right. And I'm going to put in some walnut shell powder that Renee from Soaps for Love sent me a while back. Shoot. And that is going to kind of help represent the sand. I'm not going to color this. I'm going to just leave it its natural color. Although I do believe these walnut shells will help add a little bit of color to it. So we're going to put in about 2 teaspoons. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick blend those in. And they did color some. I'm fragrancing this with Nurture Soap's 8th and Ocean. This behaves very, very well, which I need for this project. It also smells good and holds up in cold process, but since I want this to thicken, I'm going to go ahead and pour some in and give it a good stick blending. That's all I dare do, because I want to pour this, but I don't want it to set up too fast on me. I need to be able to get it into the mold. And since it's still running, I'll go ahead and scrape this out. That is about all I can do right now. This is going to have to set up. It's starting to, so I will be right back. Okay, so we are ready to texture this and then do our next layers. So, set this aside for a minute. I'm going to want another 500 milliliters, which is roughly half of this. And about 200 milliliters. So into this container, I'm using Brambleberries Ultramarine Blue, as well as Brambleberries Titanium Dioxide for the white. That got a little thick on me, but these have been dispersed in oil. Oxides and ultramarines tend to clump just a little bit, so let's kind of stir that in by hand. And stir our blue in by hand, because I'm going to want these to stay pretty fluid. So I have to be really careful with these. And they are going to have to be stick blended a little bit. So put a little bit of fragrance into the white, a little bit into the blue. Hand stir these in first. And that actually breaks the trace up. That's a really very well behaving fragrance. I love it. But they do need to be stick blended just a little bit. Try to clean the head off a little bit. Get some of the excess white off. Stick blend my blue. Oh, that looks so good. Okay. And yes, I'm making a horrendous mess, which I knew I would with this batch. Okay, so let's just kind of do a swirl. Scrape this out. And this is going to be our blue layer of water. And this is formed up really well, so it's going to hold it beautifully. Scrape this out. That's going to have to set up, and I need to do a little bit of prep work for the next layer, so I'll be... Okay, it's time for our next lighter layer, which will be a green. So once again, about 500 milliliters, about half of this. And about 200 milliliters is going to be white. So let me get my TV into this one. Oh, I forgot to mix that. I just have a little mini mixer that I use, which okay, there we go. So get some tea seedy into there. And then I'm going to be using Brambleberry's Aqua Pearl Mica. Isn't that pretty? Just look at that. And hand stir these in. Get a little bit of our fragrance in. Give each of these a quick buzz with a stick blender to break up these particles, disperse everything, and help it start to set up. Clean the head off just a little bit. Some of that excess white off there. And then stick blend our Aqua Pearl. And we're starting to set up, which I knew we would at this point. That's why I had to move quickly and be cautious. And I'm probably just going to let that little bit go because I need to move. Shut us down. I need to do just a little bit of work for the last part. I'll bring you right back. Okay, so amidst all the mess here, what I've done is taken the rest of my soap batter, which is still fluid. I'm going to try to get a colorful sky, so I'm going to, for one of these, have Brambleberry's electric bubble gum. Probably put about a half teaspoon each because I don't have a whole lot of soap here. This is just going to be a colorful sky. And Brambleberry's fizzy lemonade for a yellow. And Brambleberry's tangerine wow for an orange. And man, is it potent. I just got to put just a real small amount. Give these a quick stir. Lightest to darkest, of course. Give each of these a quick hit, lightest to darkest. The rest of our fragrance in, and I'm going to hand stir it in because we're starting to thicken and I want these to pour fluidly. Okay, let's pour these. And I was hoping to be able to pour kind of all three at once, but I'm not going to be able. So let me just do that and then get some of my orange in. I'm just kind of looking for a colorful sky. And I hope I don't regret this, but give it just a little bit of pizzazz. I'm going to sprinkle some Solar Storm glitter on top, and I hope I don't regret this, but we will see. So, the last time I put glitter on top like that, I didn't like it on the wet soap, but once it saponified, the glitter just gave it a nice sparkle. So I'm hoping that will do that again, because it did kind of cover our pretty top up. But that's what I have, besides an enormous mess to clean up. But oh well. I think I'm going to have a really nice soap here. So we will find out tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for the cut. All right, and bye. All right, 11 hours later, it's time to cut our soap, and it's nice and solid, slick and shiny, although I'm wondering if I got a partial gel. I don't know, but it's very, very glass-like and shiny, which usually tells me it fully gelled. Plus, 11 hours later, it popped out of the mold effortlessly. Nice vibrant colors on the side, so let's just cut into it and see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. So let's see what our bars look like. Oh yeah, nice ocean view. I can see the walnut shells in the sand. Nice colorful sky. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Okay, so I am very happy with these. Very satisfied with the way these turned out. So I will do this again the next time I need some oils or supplies. I'm going to go ahead and get some of the new fragrance from Brambleberry's collection and try this again with one of their Oasis collection fragrances. So folks, thanks for watching. Y'all take good care of yourselves. Stay safe. And I should see you next week for some more soap. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.